Pinch.me is a US-based marketing platform that's using product sampling as a tool to build a really large and engaged audience, where our members, which sit today at 4.5 million members in the US, out of, I guess, population of 340 million, so lots of upside, get to try products for free in exchange for giving their feedback. And now that we've built this really large and engaged audience of 4.5 million members, we're starting to monetize the audience in smart and interesting ways, predominantly through performance-based marketing tools. So Pinch.me's been around for about 6 years now. We started in 2012. The business this year is on track to do about 14.5 million Australian dollars in revenue, and we're seeing pretty significant growth from here heading forward. Yeah, so we actually have a very unique business model. There's nobody doing what we've done or we've created in the marketplace. It's really our brainchild. So Pinch.me, we've essentially tried to build the ultimate marketing platform. We're able to drive awareness through our 4.5 million audience, able to drive high quality trial through a targeted sampling campaign. We're able to get feedback on the products that these brands are launching, give them a good read on likelihood of success or failure. We're able to get our members to share on social media, of which we now have over 2 million people following us on our own Pinch.me social media. And we're able to collect high quality reviews that go into e-commerce websites in the US, which is very important. And then most importantly, we retarget our members that had a good experience with the product to drive them back in store to buy. So from a brand manager perspective, we tick every box when they think about launching new product in the US market. Yeah, so we've now, as I mentioned, signed on pretty much every major CPG brand as a client. In the last 5 years of being live in the US, in which we are only a US business today, we've done over 500 programs. We're seeing at an 85% repeat business within our client base. Our largest supporter today has been Nestle. It's done 78 programs with us. P&G's done about 45 programs with us. Johnson & Johnson's done about 30 programs with us. So we're seeing very strong kind of repeat business for the client base. Sample volume has never been stronger. We're now locking in million-unit sampling programs across these major brands, and the business is very strong. So the FMCG brands that we work with pay us to promote their products on our platform to our 4.5 million member audience. And then outside of that, we now monetize our audience in a number of different ways. And so the first business we launched was a performance-based email marketing business, and that's where we essentially can email any type of advertising offer to our audience, look at the performance of that offer, and if it does well, we email it out to the broader segment of our audience. So we do a lot of testing of different advertisers and only show those that work the best for our audience to our members. Second is we've set up a survey business where our members answer research houses originated surveys, and we get paid for our members doing those surveys. And the third area we're going into very aggressively is the healthcare space. And we're able to capture a lot of very rich first-party data on different conditions and diseases our members have, and then we're able to work with the big pharmaceutical companies to monetize those audiences. So my background was in financial services, and then I was walking in Martin Place one day, received a product sample on the street, and just thought, with this day and age of technology, with digital, with the smartphone coming out and all the personalization, it's crazy to me that people are still handing out product in a spray and pray approach and hoping for the best. And then I thought about the smarter ways to give out product samples and came up with this idea of Pinch.me. I've been able to bring in a team of very high quality talent. I'm based in New York. We live in New York. Our office is all in Soho. We're a team of 40 people. My president came out of Morgan Stanley, ran the investment banking business for technology. My CTO came out of iHeartMedia, the largest radio network in the US. My head of audience monetization came out of Google. He was there for 5 years. We've got a very strong and supportive board led by Wal Pusciota, who was the founder and ex-chairman of carsales.com.au. We've got a really great investor base as well that have been great mentors to me, with people like Josh Lieberman, Kerry Stokes, the investor, Paul Little from Toll Holdings. We've got members of the Smorgon family, Gandel family, Andrew Bassett from Seek. So a really high quality kind of investor base that's backed us in the business, understand tech, that believe we've got a lot of upside coming from this business. So we're raising $8 million for the IPO. We'll be listed on the Australian Stock Exchange. We've decided the Australian Stock Exchange because I'm Australian, our senior management team is Australian, all our core investors are all Australian families, so it made sense to list here. The use of proceeds will be to essentially grow the audience. We're currently at 4.5 million members on the platform, and we'd like to grow the audience materially over the next 24 months.